Hi, I'm Kelly. Welcome to class. Today you need a resistance tube, which you should run your fingers along like this to see if there's any nicks or wearing. You also need a mat, which you should lie out now and get it ready. Keep some water handy for hydration. Let's get started. We're going to work on strength and mobility and flexibility. Put your tubing down out of the way as we get warmed up. Stand with your feet a little bit wider than your shoulders with your toes pointing straight ahead. Soften your knees and lengthen out through your waistline. Let your shoulders drop down and back. Take a big deep breath in, reaching up. Exhale, open through your chest as you bring the hands down. Hands on the thighs, knees soft. Hinge forward. Lift up and roll your shoulders 2 times. Let's repeat that one more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward at the hips, knees soft, hinging. Lift up, roll your shoulders 2 times. Now squat down and up, hands on the thighs. Sitting back through the hips on each squat. Keep your chest facing forward, long neck. Shoulders are down and back, warming up the lower body. Let's do 4 more. Keep your hands on your thighs, press up tall. Now stay down, squat, reach out, squat again and lift up. Other side, squat, reach, other side, reach. Hands back, squat and lift up. Let's do that one more time. Squat, each side, reach out, squat and lift up. Last time, squat, reach out, across, rotate the body, squat, lift up. Now reach across, side to side. Keep your eyes forward, thumb up, reach out level with your shoulder, pull back through your opposite elbow, keep a proud chest, swivel your feet, rotate through the hips, whole body moves. 8 more. 4, 3, 2, reach for your knees, shift your weight side to side, hinge at the hips, sit back through the hips. 4, 3, 2, hold to the left, sit back, and now lift up and pull back. Do that again, pull back. Lift up, hold down, rotate round and press your right heel to the floor, all 10 toes face forward, your feet are about hip distance apart. Feel a stretch in your calf as you press the heel down. Now lift the heel up, lift your body upright, dip down and feel a stretch and an opening through the front of your hip. Lift your chest, press the heel and bend the knee. Press the heel down and bend the knee. 2 more times. Dynamic mobility for our warm-up. Open to the front, squat down, press your knees open, and now bring your toes forward, squat, lift up. Now come across to the right and hold. Lift up, pull back, and shift to the right. 2 more. Up and sit back. Rotate round and press your left heel to the floor, feeling a stretch in the calf. Lift the heel up, lift the body upright, stretching underneath your toes, dip down and feel a stretch in the front of your hip. Lift your chest, bend your elbows. Now press the heel down and bend. 2 more times. Press. Feel that stretch in the calf and then in the front of the hip. Hold here. Open to the front. Press your knees open. Feel that stretch through your groin muscles. Toes forward, swiveling on the heels. Squat down, lift up and roll your shoulders. Let's do one more big deep breath in, reach up. Exhale, open the front of your body and roll your shoulders back. Let's get started with our strength and mobility work. Pick up your tubing. We'll do each move for 40 seconds. You'll have about 15 seconds in between. We'll do 9 moves and then we'll repeat it again for a second set, but mostly on the other side of the body. Let's set up for a rear lunge. Anchor underneath your right foot. Right leg will be the working leg. Feet hip distance. Tubing pulls up to your hips, or for more challenge, to your shoulders. Soft knees, chest lifted. Lunge back and step forward. Bend both knees and step directly back from a hip distance stance, so your feet are not in an inline stance. It's easier to balance that way. Step back onto the ball of your foot. Bend your back knee, sinking down. Keep a proud chest. I love this circuit that we're going to do today. It's a perfect balance. One more of mobility and strength. Now bring your hands down, slide the tube so that it's long on the right and short on the left. Bring the arm in front of the body with the tubing inside the arm. Palm of the hand faces in, chest up, shoulder press. Push up, slowly down. Press and come down with control. Push up and come down with control. Press and come down. Again, keep it going. Push. Straight up, elbow in front of the body, strengthening the shoulder. You're almost there. Press. And one more. Press and come down. Now, take the tube and loop it over, holding onto the handles and the tubing itself. So it's not squeezing on your hands. You've got about a little bit wider than your shoulder grip. Now bring the hand up. We're going to stretch the right shoulder. Pull it back towards your lower back. Lift it up. Repeat the same side. Around, pull back, stretching the right shoulder, and bring it forward. Again, up, back, up, and forward. Up, right back, opening both shoulders, but mostly the right side. Up, back, last one, and forward. Let's anchor underneath your right foot again. Sumo squat. Bring the tubing up to your hips, or for more challenge, up to your shoulders. Step your left leg diagonally back into a squat and step forward. Sit back. Open the knees to align with open toes. Move the hips behind you. Keep a brace on your core muscles. What do I mean by that? Your core muscles feel firm, like they're holding you through your midsection. That's a definition of a core brace. A contraction that isn't moving, that is continuous and holding. It's stabilizing. One more. Now anchor underneath your left foot for a row. For more challenge, bring both handles into your right hand, otherwise separate the handles. Left hand on the thigh, row, and slowly down. Now hinge forward slightly at the hip. Keep your right shoulder pressed down away from your ear. Draw your elbow back. Pull on the tubing. You've got a little bit more weight in your left leg than your right, but you're pulling back. exhale each time you row. Do one more. Lower body mobility. Step your right leg forward and your left leg back. Hinge at the hip. Place the tubing over your feet. Hinge and pull up with the tubing. Lift up and repeat that. Hinge and pull, increasing the stretch, and lift up. Again, hinge, pull, and lift up. Keep a constant flex of the ankle, hinge and pull, and lift up. Let's do it one more time. Here we go. Hinge and pull and lift up. All right, let's leave the tubing underneath your right foot. We have 3 more moves, then we take a little break. Have your feet reasonably close together. Pull up to the hips, or for more challenge, my hair's in my eyes. Pull up to your shoulders, cross over, cross, and come up. Now keep your hips and body square to the front. Step your left leg back so that the left knee is behind your right lower leg. Sink down and lift up. Again, you're keeping a brace on the core. You step back onto the ball of the foot, the heel is lifted. Sink down and lift up. One more. Bring your hands down and step your right leg back. Bring your left hand onto your left hip and anchor the tubing there. Bring your right hand to the side of the thigh. Lift your chest, scoop under and up for a chest scoop. Now I want you to notice my elbow is slightly bent, but it's not bending like this. It's staying at the same angle as I bring my arm across the body like the hand of a clock. I want you to do the same. Bring it across and slightly up. You'll be working the chest muscles as well as a little bit in the biceps and the shoulder. So compound movement. One more. Take the tubing out from underneath your foot, loop it over. So you've got a little loop. It's not tight around your hands. Chest mobility. You'll also get your shoulders a little bit. Now press back, squeeze between your shoulder blades, opening your chest actively. Now bring the hands up, right overhead, pull out on the tubing, and now press back. Slowly take the arms back, as low as you can go. Hands are as wide as you need them to be. Now, let the arms open all the way down. Lift up, knees are soft, bring it up and over. Take a sip of water if you're thirsty, and we're going to do everything on the other side. We'll start with the rear lunge and then we'll move from there. We'll do the stretches on the other side of the body too. So we started with the rear lunge. Anchor the tube underneath your left foot. Plant the foot, pull up to the hips, or for more challenge, pull up to the shoulders. Feet hip distance apart, lunge your right leg back and step in. You're stepping back onto the ball of your foot. Core is braced. Spread the toes out inside the shoe on the left side. So your toes are spread out. It's going to help you balance. It'll strengthen your toes as well. So spread your toes out, step onto the ball of the foot, keep your feet hip distance apart. Bend your back knee. One more time. Bring your hands down and lengthen the tube on the left, shorten it on the right. So you've got much more slack on the left. Keep your knees soft. Press up and come down with control. Push and come down. Press. Elbow stays in front of the body. Push up and come down. Exhale each time you press up. Inhale on the way down. Good. Strengthening the shoulders is always a challenge. These are a delicate and problematic part of the body. Now let's stretch it. Take your foot out from underneath on top of the tube. Loop it over. We're going to stretch your left shoulder. Separate your feet nice and wide and bring the tubing in front. Pull up. Open back. Lift up and come down. Lift up. Open. Come up and down again. Up. Open. Up and down. Open to the side. Open back. Lift up and come down. Let's do one more. Open back and open to the front. Let's anchor the tubing underneath your left foot. Pull up to the hips, or for more challenge, pull up to your shoulders. Sumo squat. Right leg steps diagonally out to the side. And step in. Your knees and toes in the finished position are turned out. Then you step forward, pulling yourself forward from your left leg. Try not to push from your right leg. Sit back. Go as low as you comfortably can at this speed. So find a range of motion, a depth in your squat that feels natural and good, and challenging all at the same time. One more. Bring the tube into your right foot. Step your left leg back and either separate the tubes or both handles in the left hand. Row. Pull back. Keep your left shoulder down as you pull back. Pull back. Hinge forward slightly at the hip. Core is braced. Elbow drives back. Shoulder presses down. And you're breathing. You exhale on each row. Inhale on the return phase of the movement. One more. Hamstring. Take the tube out from underneath your right foot. Anchor it underneath the left foot and step your right leg back. Flex your left ankle. Now hinge. Increase tension. Increase your range of motion and lift up. Hinge. Pull. Increase tension. Increase your range of motion and lift up. Hinge. Pull. Go a little deeper. Hinge a little further and lift up. You're going to feel this all the way down the back of your thigh and down the back of your calf. Pull. Hinge a little further and lift up. Very good. Plant the foot. Feet close together. Crossover lunge. Bring your hands to your hips, or for more challenge, bring your hands up to your shoulders. Here we go. Crossover. And step in. Cross and step in. Keep your chest up body stays square to the front, so you're not twisting. That's super important. It protects your knees to keep the body square in front. The leg crosses, but the hips stay square. You're not twisting your hips. Core is bracing. Done. Bring your hands down, step your left leg back, bring your right hand onto your hip, bring your left hand onto the side of your thigh, lift your chest, press your shoulders down, chest press, come across, and bring it back. Cross, and back, and you'll feel a contraction in the muscles in your chest. And again, really important that you keep your elbow just soft. You're not bending and increasing the bend of your elbow. You bring the arm directly across the front of the body and upwards in a scooping action. You feel your chest contraction, a little bit of a contraction in the front of your arm, in your biceps, and in your shoulder as well. Last one. Chest stretch. Take the tube out from underneath your foot. Loop it over. And we start with an active stretch with resistance for the chest. Now, soften your knees, press back, opening your chest. Push back against the resistance. Lift your chest and press your shoulders down, activating all the muscles in your upper back and stretching dynamically and actively the muscles in the front of your chest. Now lift up, pull wide, bring it back further, and see how far you can go. Can you go all the way down? Lift up again and calm down. Let's move to the mat. Put your tubing down, but keep it close by. Come down onto one knee and then come down into all fours. Walk your hands away. Walk your knees back. Press down through your chest and shoulders. Let your head hang heavy in between your arms. And feel a stretch right through your chest and shoulders. Now, come forward with the body onto your forearms, hips down, chest up. Look forward and press your shoulders down. Pull your navel up towards your spine, up and in. So tighten your abdominals by pulling your navel up, stretching the front of your body. Come down. Now come onto your side. Bend your bottom knee and take a hold of your shin, ankle, or foot and pull back. Roll your shoulder back and pull the foot in towards your bottom while you keep your knee close to the mat. So keep your knee down, the leg that you're stretching. Don't let it lift up. Keep it close to the mat and pull the foot in. Just a static stretch here for the front of your thigh. Release that and go across to the other side. Okay, take a hold of the shin, ankle, or foot and slowly pull back. Knee close to the mat, roll your shoulder back and press your hip forward, feeling a nice stretch right down the front of your thigh. We work the front of the thighs, your quadriceps, with all of those squats and lunges today. So I want to make sure that we lengthen those muscles. Good, release that, and now come lie on your back. First of all, come onto your side, and then roll onto your back. Take a hold of both hamstrings and pull your knees in towards your torso. Place your left foot on the floor, hold on to the right thigh, flex the ankle. Now press up through your heel and bend. Let's get the hamstrings again. One of my favorite areas of the body to stretch because they tend to be so tight. One more time. This time stay here. Try and straighten your leg as much as you can. Circle your ankle. Circle it the other way. Flex the foot. Push up through the heel. Bend the knee. Other side. Take a hold of your thigh. Pull it in and flex the foot. Now lift up and down. Just stretching a little further each time you straighten it. Now stay there. Up. Hold. Circle your foot. Circle it the other way. Push up through the heel and pull in. And bend the knee. Bring your feet close together and close to your bottom. Bring your arms out to the side in a T with the palms of your hands facing up. Slowly lower your legs side to side. Exhale as you lower. Inhale as you lift. Keeping both shoulders completely flat on the floor as you lower and lift side to side. Do it again, one more time each way. Slowly down. Lift up, inhale as you lift up. Exhale as you come down. Inhale as you lift and roll onto your side. Press up. Let's come up to standing. Come onto all fours and then bring one leg forward. Tuck your toes under behind you. Bring your hands onto your thighs. Hinge forward and lift up into a squat. Hold here for a moment and lift all the way up. There we go. Roll your shoulders back. Rotate side to side. Let's just do some more dynamic spinal rotation. So important to have good flexibility in your upper back and hips. And this type of rotation loosens up the upper back and the hips. Roll both shoulders back. Now take your hands, reach forward. Inhale. Exhale, pull back. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, pull back. Inhale, reach forward. One more time. Exhale, pull back. Keep your knees soft. And bring your hands down and roll both shoulders slowly back. Separate your feet. Take your right hand, reach up and over. Left hand on the side of the thigh, giving you support. Lift up and over. Stretch the right side of the body. Lift up. Open the arm. Bring it down. Other side, reach up. Right hand on the side of the thigh. Lift up and over. And pull back. Opening through the chest. Hand comes down, roll your shoulder back. Tilt your right ear over to your right shoulder. Hold that stretch. Now circle your left shoulder back. Lift up. Other side, tilt to the left. Keep both shoulders down. Now circle your right shoulder around and back. As you maintain that stretch, you'll feel as you roll the shoulder back and down, the stretch increases. And lift up. Both hands reach up as you inhale. Exhale. Roll both shoulders back. Well, we are done. That's it for now. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed class and that you feel refreshed, enlivened, and invigorated.